quiet day in Hightown. Just the way I like it.
Bodan Feddick, purveyor of goods both common and rare, at your service. And this is my son, Sandal, who is as brilliant an enchanter as you'll ever find. Say hello to the nice human, Sandal.
Hello.
We shall be accompanying your expedition and providing the needed supplies. It's all quite exciting, isn't it?
You aren't worried about venturing into such a dangerous place?
Not with such fine protection. But I digress. Do you wish to peruse my wares, or perhaps make use of Sandal's unique talents?
Enchantment?
Just so.
I thought all enchanters were mages.
Not at all. The fabled dwarven resistance to magic has allowed enchantment of crafts for countless ages. Granted, most dwarven smiths must work for many, many years to learn the skill. But my boy is...
I like enchantment.
He enjoys his work. What more could one ask?
You two don't seem the sort to hire onto this sort of expedition.
My son and I have never played it safe. Never kept to the tried and true roads. In fact, we have just returned from adventures while accompanying the hero of Ferelden, legendary Grey Warden and vanquisher of the Blight.
So you helped to defeat the Blight?
In our small way, perhaps. We did not fight at the Grey Warden's side, of course. Pity how the hero met her end. For such a woman to die as she slew the great archdemon. A tragic, if heroic, tale. But surely my past is hardly of interest to the likes of you.
Let's see.
By all means.
I don't want to see any trouble. From you.
They'll let anyone into Hightown these days.
Interesting place.
Madame Lucine runs the place for Harlan. Or with him. Or on him. It's a coterie thing.
I've got your usual ready and waiting.
She pays me a copper every time I kick the little bastard.
I'm gonna work for the coterie.
Quintus, where's my Monsamart wine?
Master, can you teach me? Make a shift now. You promise?
Do you ever wish you lived in Orzammar?
Great ancestors, no. You know what Orzammar is? It's cramped tunnels filled with nug shit and body odor. And every person there thinks he's better than you because his great-great-great-grandfather made a water clock or something.
They're your people. You wonder what it would be like.
I have a good imagination. Why would I waste it on that?
Not going to happen. I don't think I can do that. I can't do that.
You want me to do what? I don't think so.
He didn't really ask you to wear a feather boa. Merchandise.
All Asians, darling.
Ferelden, are you? We are not a charitable organisation, Sarah. If you cannot pay, you will have to take your lonely 2 sovereigns for premium service, 1 sovereign for standard service. 50 silver and someone may touch you. Briefly.
I'm not interested.
Of course you aren't. Poverty had nothing to do.
I won't mention this to your mother if you don't. Welcome to the Blooming Rose. Personally, I wouldn't say it's blooming precisely, but the name's not my choice.
Rusty, you little monster. Pinch me again and you're dead.
Are you really not afraid of apostates? Not even a little?
Sunshine, I'm a dwarf, in case you missed that detail.
Dwarves aren't completely immune to magic, you know.
No. I meant there are at least 30 people in this town who'd murder my family over trade deals. Who has time to worry about apostates with a merchant guild breathing down your neck?
In that case, I see.
Sebastian, stop this madness. The Chantry cannot condone revenge, Sebastian.
It is my right, my duty, to show these assassins there is nowhere in the Free Marches to hide.
This is murder.
No. What happened to my family was murder.
incastrated, say, those who have done harm unto the Maker himself.
Stay out of the shadows. There are 100 times more cut purses here than in Lowtown.
To the void with this. I can never remember what Mistress wants.
I lit a candle there. For Carver. Your family used to be noble, right?
Definition of the term?
Do you ever wonder what your life would have been like if you were still nobles?
Sunshine, nobility is just an expensive lifestyle. I've already got one of those.
Nobles have power, too. And responsibilities.
Estates, servants, investments, mercenaries, assassins. We've still got all those things. It's sunnier here, and nobody calls me my lord. I think I can live with that.
First of the Maker's children watched across the veil and grew jealous of the life they could not feel. No, that can't be right.
Those children. The orphan Fereldans ran off again after we fed them. I wish they'd let us help them. It'd be better than...
You know, I heard
Those Canarium
has been
frightening
dipping into the spirits again.
Like she's been swimming.
I'm sorry you had to witness that disgraceful scene by the Chanter's Board. I am Elthina, Grand Cleric of Kirkwall. Sebastian's normally a good lad, but he's had a terrible shock.
Sebastian? Was that...
Sebastian Vale. He was affirmed here near... He had just been invested as a brother when we got the news about his family. I'm afraid he reacted rashly, denied his vows and left the Chantry. If the Maker wills it, he will return to himself before it's too late.
So he's some kind of priest?
He is an initiate of the faith. As a man, he cannot serve as a mother would, but he has led the chant here many times. Before last week, I would have said he was the most faithful of our true believers.
He said someone murdered his family.
Sebastian is the youngest son of the ruling family of Starkhaven. They were overthrown recently. Violently. Sebastian is the only surviving member.
He's royalty.
Prince Sebastian Vale. If he succeeds in his pledge to take back his lands. He made a vow to the Maker to put worldly concerns behind him. It is a sin to forswear himself for a mere title.
I think his family deserves to be avenged.
Sebastian would spend his coin to buy men's lives, the same as those who attacked his family. No matter how justified he feels, that is murder. And when he returns, I will tell him so again.
They'll let anyone into Hightown these days.
You're part of the Mel family, aren't you?
How much longer do I have to wait?
Not going to happen.
The office of the Viscount is not open to the public.
I don't think I can do
Especially
that.
recent arrivals not actually part of the commune.
I do hope the Viscount remembers to eat supper today.
The Viscount must be terribly busy.
You're in. Why light? Do I come where you work and stand in your light?
The Viscount must be terribly busy. I've been waiting most of the day.
I can't do that.
Perhaps Carver would have worked here, with Aveline.
Aveline!
Hello, Hawk.
Been a while, hasn't it?
What? Oh, right. Sorry. It feels like we just talked. I've been keeping an eye on you. Information is one of the few perks of this job. Watch out for Bartrand. He's a son of a bitch.
You know I don't like it when you have people watch me.
Saved me camping on your doorstep. After what we went through to get here, well, you're no child, but I take care of my friends. The places they have me patrolling, I've got time.
Still having trouble? I thought you were past all that.
Lately, I don't know. I've been pushed out to some dead patrols. Maybe I stepped on someone's toes.
You can be forceful.
My charm, right? I should be able to go where I'm needed. In fact, I might have a job for you. Let me know if you want to do a favor for Kirkwall. Otherwise, I'm here if you need me. Maker knows I could use more satisfying work.
Seems like Kirkwall suits you.
It has been a challenge. Lots of opportunity, if you're the type the locals want.
Are you?
If you argue enough, you kind of convince yourself.
It's been a year settling in. Are you all right?
You don't need to coddle me. I am where I am. How close I hold my memories is my own business.
This must be a very different pace from serving King Kalen.
I love that life, but there's a new king for a new Ferelden. Seems cocksure, but But I guess he was there when the Archdemon fell. Can't fault an active hand. It's just one more change, though. The real end for me was Ostagar. You and Carver must have felt something similar. I don't know if that's right to say. I barely knew him.
Death on that scale certainly has a finality to it.
Sometimes I wonder.
All right, Aveline. You have something worth doing?
My patrols may be empty walks in the dark, but there's something big coming up, and I could use you. An ambush, probably for a caravan, although I can't find any shipments that match up. Doesn't matter, though. Highwaymen waiting for someone to rob. I'm putting a stop to it, my district or not.
Do you have a name or anything else to go on?
Not important. If we show up and they attack, they're bad. Simple as that. I'll wager it's smugglers, though. Like I said, seems like an obvious trap for a caravan.
You've been nosing around outside your commission.
I have contacts, and they're complaining about a lack of meat. Thugs and such. Someone is hiring. And one or two were told to prepare for travelers. You want to be good at this job? You pay attention to what's missing, and when people arrange escape routes.
Seems like you'd want to share this with your fellow guards.
I will, if you sit on your hands. I'll send my alert, but there's profit and influence to be had. You're my friend, so I'm offering.
I'm no guard, Aveline.
There's only so many of us. Temporary recruits are expected time to time, as long as they're competent. You still claim to be competent, right?
Aveline, you've got yourself a partner.
I knew I could count on you. They're hidden up Sundermount, remote and rough, but we can make good time with a shortcut this side. And no, you can't run off and do it without me. I trust you, but I have to be there. You're acting on behalf of the Guard.
Messiah, please stop kicking the wall. A fine day, isn't it, Jill? The Guard will throw you out if you kick that wall one more time.
Good day to you, Sarah.
There might be some stragglers before the main group. Nothing we can't handle.
You're not getting away with that!
On your guard!
I'll deal with it.
We're close to the ambush, Hawk. Be ready.
Looks like
There's
a fight!
our targets.
Be
For
ready!
the Kirkwall Guard! Well equipped for bandits, but dead is dead and the road is clear. Captain Jevon needs to know of this. Back to the barracks for your just reward.
I don't like the looks of this. All set.
How much longer do I have to wait?
Not much room in the barracks, but there's nowhere...
Fine day, Sarah.
There's Jevon's office. Wait while I explain our initiative.
I don't know how they do it where you're from, guardswoman, but I decide the patrols, not you and your whims. You may have been put up for lieutenant in your first year, but I'll have no show-offs in my command. Have I made myself clear? Report to your post before I have you and your Ferelden accomplice jailed.
A lot of yelling for doing him a favor.
We killed a band of highwaymen. What does it matter whose patrol it was? It's not the first time he's made me wonder like this. Something is very wrong.
So let's find out whose toes you actually stepped on.
Then we should check the duty roster and see who was supposed to take that route. What have I stepped in this time? Threaten my friends. Not letting that one go, Captain.
Aveline! I owe you for clearing that ambush the other night. Saved me a mess of trouble.
Brennan, that route was yours?
It was. Single patrol. I'd have been dead for sure.
So there was nothing unusual about it at all?
It had been clear for weeks. It didn't get unusual until after we heard about you and Aveline. The captain reassigned me after he heard what you did, and I passed the satchel to Donick for his patrol tonight.
The satchel?
Pay and order assignments. Captain has us run deliveries to the outposts during light duty. It's usually just an updated copy of the roster. The satchel for that night was heavy, though. Anyway, thanks again, Aveline. You're a good one.
So the satchel gets heavy the same day we discover an ambush?
You're sure you want to pursue this? This is your superior we're talking about.
If a guard has been put at risk, a good captain would want to know why. And if he's not a good captain, I want to know why.
A messy way to pass information. Brennan already sent it along.
Another guard is walking into the same trap. I can't let that happen. Brennan said Donick. A good man. Donick. I've got his route. A night walk in Lowtown. Let's go make sure his quiet patrol stays that way.
Messiah, please stop kicking the wall. The guard will throw you out if you kick that wall.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
Good day, Sarah.
A Ferelden in the guard. What will they think of next?
You have a problem with that?
Me? My family's not native either. I'm just surprised. A lot of old prejudice in the guard.
I'll give them plenty of reason to change their minds.
It's possible they're just scared shitless of you. That's my theory, anyway.
If we must stay here, we will do so without you intruding. Leave.
This is where you come.
Step it up, shit-for-shanks. I've got elves working harder than you.
Feel free to look at my merchandise. If you...
If the coin...
seem very angry.
Don't need more of you around.
Send them all back. Make them happy.
Ferelden, ain't you? Let me get back to work.
Now we fight!
You will fall! Stand down! There! How about you?
I think that's the last of them.
Lord Heremont, what do we do with the human?
Stand down. She's not our foe.
What was that about?
Assassins. The boat to Ravane is within sight, but the Carta would see me dead before I get there. How would you like to make some coin?
I've never seen a Dwarven Lord.
You still haven't. If you're looking at him in daylight, he's not a lord anymore.
I'm Renville Heremont, the last of my house. My family was once revered in Orzammar. Now I'm nothing but a surfacer on the run.
You must have greatly angered the Carter for them to attack you with so many witnesses around.
My family was murdered one by King Balin, after my uncle failed to claim the throne. Balin's reach is long, and his vengeance a terrible thing to behold.
I'll clear the way for you, Heremont.
Dispatch these ruffians and I'll pay you what I can now. And by the ancestors, I will reward you proper when I am safe. What is your name?
Hawk.
A good name. I will remember it.
The Carta has several groups lying in wait for us. Take the battle to them.
Seems like there's more here than in death.
Heremont spoke to you, didn't he? Whatever reward he offered, we'll offer you more to kill him.
How about I take care of you instead?
Stupid bastard!
On your guard! Now you fall! Here! Come on!
Get back!
Looks like a fight! Be ready! Face me! I stand for all of us! Another wave!
Piece of
There!
somebody order a shock of face?
Go down! Here! Come on! Follow my lead! Make it good!
Better luck in the next one. I could do this in my sleep.
It's me! I stand for us!
How many of you? When's the fighting stuff?
Now you fall!
Starting to get bored.
We made it.
We'll be glad to be. Back on the waves. Watch out by the canary. They seem very angry.
For an elf, anyway. Right, right. The trees will give me strength or something.
I wager you've a bright future ahead of you. Take this. More will come, as promised. May the stone look after you.
Lost a load of nugs. Ridiculous.
I thought this was lost to us. Like so many other things.
Varric, do you do anything?
Am I the next stop in your career evaluations? Joy of joys. You are dismissing hallmarks of both the utterly ineffectual and the incredibly dangerous. It means coins flow when I talk and when I shut up. Like if you got paid to guard or unguard. Good.
Tom Wise?
Huh? Oh, Hawk. Haven't seen you since we did that job together for Athenril. Been a while. Heard you're going on some expedition into the deep roads. And right into Darkspawn territory. Sure that's wise?
It's a risk. But if we succeed, it'll be worth it.
Just watch your back. That's all I'm saying. Say, you still in the market for some poisons? Athenril's scarce these days. And the coterie have their own mixers. You find any rare reagents and want me to whip you up something, just let me know. In fact, since you're an old friend, here's a recipe. My speciality. Everyone needs an edge sometimes, right? Still living with that uncle of yours in Lota. Nobody's...
On your guard!
Dark spoon. Dark.
I don't think I can do that. I can't do that.
Get ready!
I'll cut you, son!
Bianca can handle this herself.
Why are we traipsing around in human waste again?
This is older than Sister was.
Mind your manners. This is my territory.
So, what do you do, Aveline?
You know I'm a guard. Why are you asking?
I mean in your off-duty hours, for fun. You've heard of it, I hope.
These are my off-duty hours.
And the trend of you scaring the piss out of me continues.
Good day, citizen.
Don't get stabbed again. My armor today.
Children to feed. Arms for the poor.
Gather round, all. I bring you a priceless treasure from the highest heights of... You want dagger?
I think you let this get away from you.
You just stumbled on this? Can't say I'm surprised.
You won't find... better prices.
My. If it isn't Hawk. Good to see you again, Elegant. Lady Elegant, if you don't mind. I'm a married woman now. Last time we met, you were still in Athenral's employ. Things have been going well since then? It isn't always easy, but things are going well enough. That's wonderful to hear. You may recall I sometimes provided potions for Athenral. I'd be willing to extend you the same courtesy if you like. All I ask is you inform me of any interesting reagents you find. In exchange, I'll approach my contacts on your behalf. And of course you'll need the appropriate recipes, such as this one. Free, for old time's sake.
You did this. I'm being begged and thrice paid. I trust it.
They must be stopped.
Come, see my collection for yourself.
Yes. Why?
What makes a hero a hero? I bet I could kill an archdemon.
I bet you couldn't. I'll bet you a dozen layers.
What? Well, now I'm gonna show you.
Welcome to the Hanged Man.
What's the word?
You hear about the Isle of Redcliffe? Some say Andraste herself reached down and cured him so he could unite the land.
Any other news?
Apparently, the Kunari are just waiting for a ship to take them back to Parvolan. Or Pickle.
Any up?
I hear rumors of a healer in Darktown who's looking after the sick. For free. And
any other?
People say Meredith's the real power in Kirkwall, not the Viking.
Thanks.
Any...
About that Deep Roads expedition. They say anyone who goes down there is going to...
Maybe I should put you to use, Farrig. Have you penned some warnings for the lawless?
Who's that for? Are most criminals big readers? Seems like pacifying the nobles.
It's just a suggestion.
Well, how about a giant sign that just says don't? You could hit people with it.
Thank you. I get the point.
So, here's the thing. We need to find a way into the deep roads. Bartrand can lead us to the right place once we're down there, but we need a good entrance.
I fought Darkspawn, but I've never been to the deep roads.
Fortunately, I've received some new information. There's a Grey Warden in the city. If anyone knows how to get down there, it'll be him.
Why would a Grey Warden know that?
The Wardens don't just fight Darkspawn. They forge into the deep roads all the time. And if he doesn't know, he might be able to point us to those who do.
Are there any other options?
None at the moment. Bartrand had an entrance lined up, but it was a bust. I'll keep looking, but if we don't find something, we'll have a fancy expedition with nowhere to go.
Sounds like you have it all planned out, Varric.
And that, Messer, is why I'm here. Supposedly, this Grey Warden came in with some other Ferelden refugees not long ago. A Lowtown woman named Lorene has been helping the Fereldans. We talked to her. Maybe we learn where he is. I'll keep after my contacts, see if I can drum up any other work.
You show admirable restraint, Bethany.
For a maid, you mean?
I could also say for a hawk, but yes, for a mage.
You have a sword. Why aren't you killing someone right now?
Fair point, but I can put my sword down.
Believe me, I have tried.
Not a step closer. No refunds on the ashes, friend. If the Maker doesn't favor you, that's between you and him, isn't it?
To arms!
Don't say I didn't.
I am bound!
hard to believe they left me nothing. I'm still their daughter, their eldest. My children have been in servitude for a year. They should be nobility.
If wishes were poppy, we'd all be dreaming.
This is the way things are, Mother. Gambling can't change it now.
Your mother was supposed to marry the Comte de Launcey, and instead she ran off with some Ferelden apostate. You don't get to stay the favorite when you do that.
Where is Father's will? If I could just see for myself.
It's not here, all right? It was read, it went in the vault. No one needed to look at it again.
I know the Amels were nobility, Mother, but not much else. Why don't you ever talk about them?
The Amels have been a noble family in Kirkwall since Garahel drove out the Fourth Blight. But we've always carried magic in our blood. It's been a stain on our lineage. No family of good standing would ever marry into a line with magic. When I chose your father, I was bringing more magic into our line, not less. I think that's what hurt my parents the most.
Did Grandfather mention Mother in his...
Our father died when you were still in Pinafores, girl. You can hardly expect me to
Sounds like a yes to me. Please, Uncle. We have a right to...
Maybe so. But you won't be seeing the bloody thing. It's still locked up on the estate, and that...
You didn't take your parents' will.
It was old news. You think I've been sitting here for 25 years waiting for Leandra to slink back?
Who bought the estate, Gamlen? Perhaps I could speak to them. Was it the Reinhardts?
No one you know. Get used to Lowtown, sister. That's where we're going to stay.
So, I hate thinking badly of family. But did Uncle Gamlen seem a little slippery when he talked about Grandfather's will? If he, say, invested money that was meant to be Mother's, do you think he would tell us? Gamlen can't say good morning without lying twice. Mother's been in such a fit of melancholy since Gamlen told her how angry her parents were. She told me she wishes she... It's like coming here ruined every good memory of her childhood. I wish we could get some of it back. When this Deep Roads expedition comes through, we can buy her... Gamlen told me he gave the estate as payment to some slaver who beat him at dice. Apparently, our ancestral home is now a base for slavers from all over Thedas. How could Gamlen let that happen? I think there's a reason Mother didn't talk about him much. Seriously, though, those scum have no right to our family's things. We should break in there. Get the will for Mother. I already talked to both of them about this. Gamlen said they guard the front entrance well. But Mother gave me her old key. She said it should unlock the cellar. Apparently the sewers run right beneath the house.
He wasn't like this in Lothering. I think he misses the open fields.
City life not agreeing with you. Poor thing. Maybe he'd be happier if we brought him with us more often. He's part of the family. I wouldn't want to lose him.
Take it. I'm sick of what's-his-name staring and panting.
Gamlen, honestly, a Mabari understands what you say. Try using his name.
What's wrong with dog? Real easy to remember.
this is the same cheese that was here a year ago. I can't have Mother living in this hole. We've got to get out of here. Looks like the dog's trying to tunnel his way out of this hovel. Can't blame him.